Welcome back to my channel. Hello everybody. Time to make another video, and I haven't done a video in a while in this kind of format in front of a real camera because not so many things happened during that summer, and I was working, but today we have a few reasons to make a video. And first of all, the most tragic and sad news of this year: we lost Charlie Watts, the drummer of Rolling Stones. And I would like to dedicate this video to him and tell you a little story of me and meeting him and the rest of the band. First of all, this thing already changed its meaning, if you know what I mean. A week ago, this was just an album, signed by Charlie, but now he's gone, and this autograph by Charlie has already a different meaning. And I'd like to tell you a little story how this happened. And here we have another 4 autographs on the back, and I'd like to tell you a little story. My journey of Rolling Stones autographs hunting began in 2014. And actually, then I made a few mistakes, and I missed the band. I missed Keith, I missed Ronnie, I missed Charlie. But I was able to, I simply wasn't allowed in the hotel. But I was able to get Mick Taylor's autograph, which is here. This is Chuck Leavell's autograph, Lisa Fischer, and Bernard Fowler. I mean, I was able to meet them in 2014 in Dusseldorf, but the rest of the band, I kind of missed them. So I said to myself, okay, at least one of the active members of the band has to sign it. Then there was a problem. A few years later, there was a tour 2017, and I saw Mick Jagger sitting in a hotel like 2 feet away from me, like on the next table. And once again, I was petrified. I was, very stressed. And he left, and I didn't take his autograph. And the guard kind of pushed me away. And then he said, "I don't know. You could have approached him. You could have not. He doesn't sign. He's sitting with his brother. Don't touch. The bodyguards. I don't know." So Mick Jagger was sitting 2 feet away from me, and he left. And I do not have his autograph. And that was kind of breaking my heart. And I was, hate myself for not taking his autograph. Like, I saw him getting up and walking away. All I just had to do, just stand up, approach him, and whatever could happen. I could be thrown away from a hotel, or I could get an autograph. I didn't risk. Anyway, then there was 3 concerts in Paris in 17th, 22nd, and 24th of November 2017, I think. I'm not sure. But I do remember that right before the second show, 22nd of November 2017, I went to Paris. From Germany, I took a bus, I went to Paris, and I said I want to meet at least one of them. And Mick Jagger was not in the hotel with the rest of the band. He was in the other hotel. But the 3, Ronnie, Charlie, and Keith, were in hotel. And we saw, like, during the day, I was inside the hotel, I was dining there, I was eating there, but I didn't see anyone. And then before the show, a couple hours before the show, the crowd started gathering, and I was able to enter the hotel, and I saw Ronnie playing with his kids. But he was surrounded by guards, and they just pushed me away. There was no chance approaching him. Keith was not even in the lobby, he was in the room. So we went outside and waiting and mobbing and waiting until the people are screaming and shouting, And Charlie Watts' granddaughter came out, and people started taking her autographs. They said, I mean, why would I take his granddaughter's autograph? I mean, she didn't sing, right? She didn't play drums. Anyway, she left, and then the band started to come out. The first one to come out before the show was Ronnie, and he was holding his children, and then the children were taken into the car, and he just waved and went inside. So we were just screaming, "Please, please sign autographs." He didn't even hear us. Keith didn't even stop. He was escorted with this human corridor out of the door into the car, and he was able just to wave and get in the car. And then comes out Charlie. His car was the first in line, so I was right beside. I was standing right beside Charlie's car. I didn't know which car belonged to which Rolling Stone. So turns out to be the first car was Charlie's car. So he's coming out dressed in a black, a long suit like that. He's coming like reluctantly, like he's going to a walk in the park, you know. And we two, me and another guy, are standing with this like that, and asking him to sign. And the other guy, he was standing with a single that has a picture of Between the Buttons album. Yeah, I remember that clearly. And Charlie opened the door, and right before sitting into the car, he kind of looked at us, hesitated for one instant, and then he told his guard, like, wait. He closed the door, and he approached only two of us. First, he signed the single with the Between the Buttons album cover, and then he signed this. He just took, I don't know if you have to look at it like that, or if it was like that. I mean, he just signed it. I think this is W and this is C, so it has to be like that. I mean, I was holding the album like that. So he saw it like that, right? So I think this is the correct way to write it. But anyway, he took the filled pen, this black marker, he just signed it, and then he just put it like that on here, and he said, okay. I said, okay, thank you. And then he just reluctantly turned around and went into the car. He ignored everybody else. No one else got the autograph, only we two. So I guess that day we were the only two guys, me and the other guy, who got at least autograph from someone. Then he went into the car, and he was waiting till the other cars prepared to leave, like Ronnie's children and family, his wife, and Keith. He had a minivan, so they were waiting like all the cars to be ready, and then to drive away. While Charlie was waiting, he was sitting in the car, and the door was open, and I could see his face right between the seat and the door. I could see his face, and I made a few pictures, but they're very, not successful pictures, but at least, yeah. And then he looked at us again, and he waved to us. That was the great moment. That was wonderful. And he was like, hi, like hi, yeah, like hi, yeah, like he was joking with us, kidding with us. Like, I'm holding his autograph in my hand, and he's like, and then the hotel workers, the security, they were very tough. They were very strict. They were pushing us away. But once the cars moved away, the parking lot is empty. All the guards came to me and they shook my hand. Good job, man. Good job. You have a Rolling Stone autograph on the album cover. And he tells me, you know how unique that is? And this and that thing that I missed Mick Jagger's autograph kind of faded away. I didn't regret that anymore because I did it. I saw Charlie standing right beside me. I saw Ronnie, I saw Keith, I saw Jagger in the distance of like less than 2-3 feet. And I also met Mick Taylor. That's his autograph. I saw Chuck Leavell hundreds of times. I have picture with Bernard Fowler, with Lisa Fischer, with Chuck Leavell. I have pictures with everyone. So I was kind of satisfied. The only Rolling that I didn't see in the flesh, it's Bill Wyman. But I guess maybe one day I will see him. So that's my memory, that's my recollection of this unique item. Well, now it has a different meaning, of course. It was a collectible always, but now unfortunately it has a different meaning. And yeah, it's gonna remain in my collection forever. And I don't like to display it. I don't like to display it like that. I just like to display it like that. It makes it, unique to only Charlie. It's like one active member of Rolling Stones signed on the official album. So, because Mick Taylor, he first of all he left the band before this album was released, and he didn't participate in that album at all, or maybe one or two songs I remember, but not as an official member because we already have Ronnie. But we know that Ronnie was not yet official member of the band, and this album he became official member only on a next one with Some Girls. So anyway, Mick Taylor also signed here, so I have two members of the band signed on one album, and I hope maybe I will sign Bill Wyman one day, because I don't believe that I will meet Ronnie, Keith, or Mick again, or even, to sign their album. Who knows? Well, that's the sad story, sad video, and that's my little memory of meeting Charlie Watts in the flesh. And I remember that moment when he came out, he looked at us, and he's like, with a little smile on his face, and he kind of, he went outside like he was walking the dog, but he dressed in a suit, in a coat. He came to us, just signed. He's good. Yeah, he smiled. He was very friendly. Gave me the field pen, gave me my album, and he went back into the car and he waved a couple of times from the car. So yeah, that's one of those moments in life that you will remember. And missing Mick Jagger sitting right beside me, I already don't regret it. Happened. It's Mick. I saw him. I heard him talking. That's it. That's enough. All right. So thank you very much for watching, all those Rolling Stones fans. And I do have one of my Rolling Stones t-shirts on me, and that sticker which I bought. Would you believe that I bought it more than 16 years ago? Or is it 15? Yeah, something like that. 15 years ago. Do you believe that? I have that sticker for 15 years in my collection. And I always love to display it like that. Alright, so this is one of the most unique and collectible items in my collection. Although I'm mostly a Beatles collector and Beatles fan, but Rolling Stones deserve no less respect. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in my next video that's gonna come out tomorrow, I think. Alright? And my condolences to Rolling Stones, Charlie's family, and Charlie Watts, rest in peace. Great guy.